The niggas in this industry don't have talent, man. I could be anyone's I think, but
welcome back to Into the City. My name is Lady P, and today we are actually in the heart of Johannesburg, hillbrow, guys, and Beria. And like you know, right, our mission here is to actually recognize young, impactful game changers. So today we have the one and only I Love Cookies production, all the way from hillbrow, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a producer, a rapper, a poet. Yes, and he's a man of he's very good with his own words. Let the young man introduce himself. How are you?
well, thanks for having me. My name is I Love Cookies Production, as you said. Brilliant to be on the show
It's an honor to actually have you.
and actually meet you under professional basis. I'm originally from. I was born in Foster's.
Oh yeah.
I think I lived there till I was 18. Came this side, and I'll rep. You know what? I was born and raised a little bit in Foster's, right? But I'll rep 2198. I'll rep Berea because that's where I was made. That's where the cookies was made. You know, like the actual me, artistically as well as mentally.
Wow, I'm actually quite surprised because what do you know about Beria, hillbrow? Oh, crime. Oh, put your phone in your sock. Oh my gosh. You know those vibes, but now you're saying that it made you. How come? How is...
In as much as there are negative things going on around here, I believe there are positive things going on as well. I just chose more to focus on the positive, productive side. Yes, I've been on the bad side.
Tell us about the bad side. What's that? Is that true?
The streets are crazy, man. The streets are crazy for sure. Things happen, you know. We did some things, you know.
So how did you go out?
Yo, I managed. I managed somehow. Like it's a matter of, I think, to a point, maturity and realizing what's okay. This is not bringing me anything. It's not bringing me a career. It's not paying me in any way. I'm actually jeopardizing my future. You know, at the same time doing all these things. And I got out of most of them. You know, of course, from time to time the demons come.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to just leave. So wait, when you say you're in the streets, were you like literally in the streets, like?
Bro.
What?
You wouldn't say, but yeah.
But like, I don't understand, because some people have a hard time to go out of it. How did you just be like, hey, okay? And then how did the love of music come? Because you said,
of course, in the streets, we always carried a speaker, like a boombox, almost loud as hell. Before it was jacked, like you say, the situation with crime is crazy. But yeah, we always used to carry a speaker around and play our favorite, like compare our favorites, you know. And by that time, some of the homies had started rapping. So I actually was like, I quit varsity to start rapping. Not because the homies were doing it, because I found something I love.
sure. Especially like, you know, like quitting varsity. Already, black parent is not happy.
Of course.
How did you deal with that?
I don't know how, but I dealt.
So like when they're like, why are you doing this? No.
Because I love hip hop.
So like, did you tell them that? Like, you're like, no, I'm doing this for music.
I'm doing this for hip hop.
Did they understand?
No, they still don't.
Even until now.
How can you, man? How can you, as a parent, like this guy had a whole future ahead of him in like the medical sciences?
You even in medicine?
No, I was in physiotherapy.
Oh, okay.
I was in physiotherapy. I was in medical school. That's where we studied along with the other dudes. But I was like, no, this is not for me. I'd rather not be the miserable 40-year-old caring for family, depressed, on the verge of suicide every day. So, you know, yeah, I picked music over school.
And then like, wasn't the transition hard?
Sure.
Like literally just imagine you're like all varsity vibes and you know varsity sometimes it's nice, sometimes hey. But then transitioning to be like okay.
From allowance to no allowance.
Dang.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Broke days. The broker days, I'll say. We used to, I remember it was me and two of my other good buddies, we'd like search for 50 cents for a smoke. That's how bad the transition was. The one homie of mine was from Mozambique. He had just gotten here. And the other homie of mine just quit school at the same time as I quit school. So we're going through the same shit.
Everything, the whole process, the whole procedure.
The whole family cutting you off. To this day, not 1 cent has been received from her. Like I'll say from my mom, I love her to bits. She does like the most, but the rest are like.
So like, how do you handle that? Like,
I just.
How do you even survive? How did you survive? You're still explaining your story.
I desensitized myself to the whole thing. Like, I knew what I had chosen, right? It was my choice, not theirs. So I had to enjoy. I just enjoyed. I knew that in my mind, I chose this life. So let me bear the consequence. Let me carry my cross.
So wasn't it like too much stressful?
It was stressful. It was, trust me. Imagine having to do things like, let's say, celebrate a friend's birthday, without cash.
Okay, how's that possible?
Go on dates. We made means. We made like.
What are those means?
I can't tell you, but I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. Like some things I can't say, but just know I'm a hustler. I managed. I really did manage to get through that time. It was difficult. I won't lie. To a degree, it still is. Winters are slow in studio.
Why? Why?
It just generally has been a pattern that whenever it's the coldest, people don't want to leave their spaces.
Yeah, we all want to be in the blanket.
You know what I mean? So it's difficult to make money in that environment. But once summer hits,
everyone.
You know what I mean?
Are you available? You'll be overly booked now. Oh my god! So now you're a producer, right? So like, how was that? Like, did you just like drop out of varsity and you just became a producer?
No. I was actually more on the rap side.
Oh.
I was proper on the rap side, but I was bad at it.
Yeah.
Everyone was telling me go back to school. Then there was a period I took a 3-year hiatus.
What's that? Hey, that's too much English.
It's like a break from work. I just disappeared. Came back under a new alias, Levels RZA. I didn't like the way it was branded, so I had to rebrand to I Love Cookies Production.
Oh, okay, I see.
The transition from like being like broken, almost famous, to being a nobody, that sucked. But what came of it was the sound I have now.
That is so like, why did you decide to change your name? Because now, hey, the thing is that like right now you there's kind of a lot that's happening.
Funny story. I wasn't where I should be as an artist.
How do you know that? Like, how do you know as an artist that, hey, this is where I'm supposed to be?
My ears are educated in music. I've been listening to music since I was like very young. I've been actively writing like poetry, raps, essays. Like since I was like a toddler basically.
Somebody while we were playing with Mad, you were there.
Yeah. I didn't gel so much with people, but I had a way with words, and I understood that early. So I'll say, even though at the time I started, for example, the raps, the delivery was bad, the lyrics would be,
yeah, because when you start, you see yourself, but then what matters is that not giving up. Because right now, look at yourself, if I guess 5 years ago, right? That's when you start, okay, no, 10, 18.
Let's say five. Let's say
5 years
ago.
ago, and then you compare yourself right now. Of course, there's a huge difference. There's a huge, like.
I've heard someone call me Superman.
Ooh, how did that?
So we were recording, right? We're recording his song. His vocals were layered, but they weren't so perfect, And then I heard the vocal. I'm like, don't worry, it's my headache from now. It's like, no, I'm like, relax. Give it 7-10 minutes. The vocal was sounding spick and span, and he literally said, "My nigga, you Superman." He gave me a hug. Shout out to Chris Boozy for that. Yeah. And then ever since, I thought of myself as Superman. Even though I knew I was steadily climbing.
Just
I wasn't at the
there.
top or nowhere near the top. I was just steadily climbing, but I knew I was Superman from the moment that guy Chris Boozy gave me that reaction.
So imagine that, there's a lot of producers. Yeah. So what makes you different? Like, what makes you to be like?
I don't copy no one's sound. I built my sound from scratch.
Oh my gosh! Like literally from the sound, from the beats, everything.
Legit from the way I compose to
Jeez.
what sounds I use when composing. In actual fact, I use sound banks that are like away from people's ears. That's why my music, most of it sounds so fresh.
Wow.
And they are old sound banks from 2017.
I don't even think people are now using that, because everyone is in a piano now. So everyone is just into that. No one is into how music was and all that.
Of course, it's a sad thing, but it doesn't pay to be talented in this day and age.
Wait, why are you saying that it does not pay to be talented?
Let's look at people in the industry.
Okay.
Let's compare them, say, with some of the top up and coming acts.
Okay.
The up and coming acts are doing more than what niggas in the industry is doing.
Actually, yeah.
The niggas in the industry don't have talent, man. I could be anyone. Anyone can come, Shem. On the real, from the industry. I don't feel them all.
So basically, you're telling me right now you don't even you don't see yourself being in studio with any of.
No, not to say I'm closed-minded like that, right? I work with anyone who wants to work with me and with whom I can have a working relationship.
Yeah.
I don't mind. But all I'm saying, as it relates to the actual musicianship, the actual craftsmanship, the creativity, that the level of creativity I employ is totally, because these niggas are doing a copy and paste job every song, if you've noticed.
Like what, in terms of the beats?
Everything, the way they mix, they download presets. No one takes the time to design a vocal into the instrumental anymore. Everyone just download a preset, let's load the If you ask them, do exactly what the preset download it does, they can't replicate the process.
So then what's the whole point?
Incompetent. That's what I'm saying, having talent doesn't pay.
But even though, don't you think in the industry, they started where we are actually, and then maybe when fame came, they're like,
I beg to
whatever.
differ. Some began at a point of privilege, I would say, in terms of connections.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've been struggling to build connections because the people who have connections are connected to each other.
Yes, and they don't allow anyone in. They don't squeeze you in.
Especially if they know your sound is new, your sound is fresh. Like homie of mine, right? He works with a label. Said record label has stolen a sound I made for him. I designed and gave him. They stole it. I just heard a recent song by, I won't mention the artist actually. Let's not say any names. But there's a song that's out that's directly the sound I created for the nigga.
Straight up.
Like a copy.
Do they at least credit you?
No, they don't credit us. They don't credit us. They just replicated the sound they heard. It's not illegal. That's why I'm saying they do a copy and paste job.
So then, how do you feel now? What if that song blows up and?
I don't have any hard feelings. They do the marketing part of it exceptionally well.
Yeah, that's actually true. That's actually
true. You know
true.
what I mean? We give them their flowers as it relates to that. But like creatively, it's just a copy and paste job behind the scenes. All of them know. It's no secret.
Dang.
Like people like myself, producers such like myself, don't exist so much anymore. People that would take time recording sounds of claps.
Yes,
Sound,
actually,
to make a song,
yes.
Swiss beats type of producer.
Yes,
they don't
yes.
exist no more. It's just
So now what? How is the music industry in your way, in your through your eyes, now? Like,
Listen, I'm to the industry. I'm an outsider looking inwards because I'm creating my own industry on the side. So create my corner in the market where I can operate properly, without any interference from outside, factors or entities. Yeah, so I'm just building my corner in the market where I can just eat also and not interfere with anyone's bread because that's like killing them.
yeah, now that's gonna be an issue and all that. So now I'm picking up that in production, right? Because the thing is that like you're an artist and also a producer, right? But I'm more interested in the producing side, right? So of course you start your whole music, right? I don't know the terms, but you start your whole music from scratch, right? So then after that, how does it, like, do you have support? Like, how is it? Like, what challenges do you, like, face? Especially you're alone, there's no connection, it's just you, yourself, by yourself, literally, like.
Number one, I face the challenge of not having a team, stable team.
People
Change. I'm not
Say
saying
that
I'm
again.
perfect, but if you're doing
You don't
something
understand the
that's
vision. Away.
away with you, right?
Yes.
Yes, I don't necessarily burn the witches. Like I just keep people away that I feel are not helping the cause. But yeah, it's one of the challenges I face. Is having no stable team, no excuses, but the work has to be done.
So like how? Okay, what do you need a team for in terms of production?
Okay, in terms of production, I mean, the visuals part of it. I can't shoot the video and be in it.
Oh,
Okay. It's quite,
I
I do it myself, but it's quite difficult recording myself because I have to be on PC microphone, things like that. It's the simple things and also the marketing aspect of it. It's hard to get people to cooperate when you're on your own.
You can say that again.
But nonetheless,
We still push. We still push because we see the vision. You see the vision. You see yourself that next year by this time I should be thinking. But actually talking about this year, you're actually making moves. I sees you. We sees you on social media. You are there. People are starting to like. No, I actually think people notice you already, but now people are like starting to see that. Oh, okay, there's something different. Cause now I believe your whole work is different. It's way different. Even your music, even the way you do your beats. I personally love how your beats are. Like literally, and I told you, I was like, I can't hear no voices unless, but beats, I'm just literally thinking. Cause I even remember today when I was coming all the way to this side, so I was having my headset side. I'm in the taxi, and I'm listening to that song of yours, that new one. What is it? And I was just like, what? And you know that like my phone downloads things, but then me listening to music, I only listen to it when I'm on a journey or something. So now like when it comes through and I'm like, whoa, this is new, what's this? And I'm just listening to it, I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, it's him. I'm looking at the song, I'm like, nah. I'm like, what? I'm like, wow.
Thank you. That's the first thing I'll say because like, you know what, it's made with love. If it's received with love, I'm like eternally grateful.
But even though like this is just honestly since the time I've met you and like you literally I even remember first time we met, you sent me like 5 audios. And like, this is me. And I actually understood this is you. But then after you were more like of hip hop, like, you know, like emotion. emotional. So like
Because umuntu uyagowisha.
yeah, Kawish, I know. People, it actually takes a lot of strength and guts to actually put yourself out there. How do you do that?
You know, my mom would always tell me, people always talk, whatever you're doing, like no matter what you're doing,
True.
people always talk,
Yeah.
negatively, positively, doesn't matter.
Every
People talk.
time.
And whatever feels right, I do it. That's to me, you know. If you don't like it, then it's your own baby.
Stay away.
You know what I mean? Like, we're not in a relationship of forcing. That's what we're in. You know, I give. If you like what I give, you take it. If you don't, take what you like and leave the rest. Because I make quite a variety of stuff. You know, I'll make groovy trap jams.
Yeah, you're everywhere. Like I can't even ask you what you specialize in. You're everywhere.
If I can imagine it, I can make it.
Ooh.
That's like the most true statement.
If you can imagine it, you can make it.
Because remember, I don't copy my sound from no one. Literally, there are people I've watched working, but no one has ever sat with me and taught me how to make music. I sat with myself and taught myself how to make music.
How? Because like everyone says, yeah, I'm a self-taught producer, but then
Me, I'm not self-taught via YouTube.
oh,
You know what I mean? I don't YouTube settings. You know what I mean?
okay.
I'm self-taught via trial and error, so I know the software inside and out.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I can
okay.
manipulate anything to sound the way I want it to sound. Based on the fact that I did a trial and error thing. And it was horrible at first. But now, all my songs have been experiments, by the way. So now you know that I have that variety of sounds.
So like you get
to go back to and say, okay, I'm going to make this sound now for this month. I'm going to make this sound now for this month. I'm going to make this sound for this week. I feel like making this today.
So then how long does it take to do that?
It took me about 3 years.
What weren't you getting frustrated? Like sometimes you don't work out and
I'm very stubborn. As a
oh,
human being, I'm very stubborn. So that, though it's a negative trait, I think, in my opinion,
it's a positive because it makes you not to give up easily.
it's really helped. Because I get that negative input. Fuck are you doing? Go back to school. Excuse my French.
No, it's not a problem. No,
So, as soon as I heard myself, and I was like, because we are like, and I've studied music not in the sense that I've completed
a whole course, going to school
but
for
I've
it.
listened to a variety of music from the time I was young, so I know what sounds good and what doesn't, even if it's myself. I can
I
tell
actually
you
think this is a
rubbish,
talent.
even if I did.
And then after, won't you feel offended? Like, don't you offend people? Don't your artists come and be like, screw
I
you?
offend people, of course, they do. Like,
But you
who
gotta
cares?
be
I'm here
real.
to do a job, and the best job I can. So if maybe I delivered even myself, I do say bakona, but this is rubbish. You delete the vocal. Like on a regular, I'm very real with myself.
Yeah.
I won't sit with a song and listen to it and think it's subpar and then give it to people to listen to. No, delete that rubbish. Start over. Brilliance takes time.
That's true. That is
So
actually
if it
true.
means I have to start over like for 5 times, I'm gonna start over 5 times.
Yeah, I'm not so sad. I just as like starting and just starting.
Start, check. Okay, I never make trash beats.
okay, all
So
right.
I'll say the vocals, some of them they're questionable. Some of the techniques, some of the lyrics, and then I have to like, no way. Even if it's myself, I have to stop myself and say, no, that's not it.
It's not it. It's not doing. It's not staggering. It's not it. So now, one of the things that we're actually seeing in the music industry, right, is the whole issue of like mental health, right? I feel like most, at least with musicians, you guys can speak out, like can speak out and all that, but still the whole pressure, and all of the things that happen, like when you just decide, when you just blow out, or when you're just starting, man, you still have a lot that is happening. Like, how do you deal with that? Like, I know depression is obviously found in all of us. Like, it's a common thing now.
I was diagnosed, by the way, speaking of mental health, I was diagnosed with bipolar.
Oh,
Yeah, I managed that by not caring about it.
wait, serious? Like,
I
oh
don't
my
put the
gosh.
pressures in my mind.
Ooh.
I don't internalize the pressure most of the time. I'm like, you know what? This is happening. People are saying whatever. You know,
But
let it continue and let me thrive while it happens. Because there's no way it's not gonna happen, regardless of what I do.
jar.
Pressure's always there. People are always, like I said, people are always talking.
So how do you deal with negativity? Of course, there's gonna
I
be
don't
people who are
care.
negative. So you're telling me all this journey did not care? Of course, it's one time.
You develop thick skin. You develop thick skin with, the amount of time you spend in it. You really do, because most of the time you get rejection. People reject
Rejection from who?
everyone. Everyone. At the start, I was rejected. Left, right, and center. But I believe I'm a warrior in a sense. Like, you can maybe make me stumble, make me for a moment doubt what I'm doing, but no one can make me doubt myself.
Except yourself.
I'll doubt everything before I doubt myself.
Wow, that's actually a
No
nice shield to have actually. I'm actually taking it in. It actually is a nice shield to have.
It's a positive one at that.
Wow.
So yeah, man, like, we deal with a lot of things. We really do. Rejection being the main thing that causes people to go, like, to spiral out of control.
Yeah, and be like, fuck this music thing.
No one cares
Let me do
about
9 to
me.
5.
Nigga, of course, no one cares.
No one does actually. Everyone has got their own shit to deal with.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it takes a lot. I think recently you've noticed you don't get links from me.
Yeah, why?
Yes, because it's tiresome. Like, I've
Why is
been
it okay?
I've been on the side of the person receiving the constant links, and it's annoying. And I want people to be free from that. If they want to stream, if they want to hear me out, they'll find me. Like, I'm very easy to find.
Actually, yeah, I love cookies. It's simple, the only
only one.
thing.
You Google that, I'll show up, I think, for 3 pages straight
Wow.
with no other results.
Sure.
You Google
There's
another-
no other people out there or anything. But actually, but like the way isn't it like risky? Like to do that, to be like, okay, I'm not gonna share. Whoever wants me will look for me, cause like, isn't it risky? Like to just live it and.
I've been in the streets, remember? I'm protected.
Oh. Okay.
Story for another day, but I'm protected.
Okay.
Not by the. You know what? I'll first thank God for protecting me. That's the first, any day. But as it relates to my immediate physical surrounding, I have it handled myself. If I can't handle it, there are people who are handling it.
Yeah. Okay.
Trust.
Mm.
You'll meet them, man. It's a long journey.
It's a long. We still just started.
It's a long journey.
But you're actually going far. Like this is just literally genuine. Like you're going far. So what's happening now? What's new? What can we expect that we can put out there in public?
I have an album coming.
Yes,
My
sir.
second album. I Want All the Smoke.
Oh, okay. Why? Which smoke? Why? Just the name. You're already creative. I love Cookies Production. Now that's already creative. I love all the smoke.
I want.
Why?
So what I Want All the Smoke means is, like, basically, I'm okay with offending anyone I offend.
How is that? How are you okay with that?
Listen, like, it's as simple as, no matter what you could sing gospel, someone will be offended.
Yeah.
The haters are offended, of course. You know what I mean? So it's a thing of, I realize that some of my lyrics are quite provocative. Some to a degree are offensive. You know, to some maybe obscene is the more accurate term, but it's an offense of sorts. So I've been having a hard time dealing with that myself. You know, having offensive and provocative content. But
isn't
just when I was actually made the album in 1 month.
Oh, doesn't it take time to do an album?
I'm Superman.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
It takes me about 4 hours to complete a song from the beat inception, everything to the.
Yo, that is
writing.
fast.
That's if I'm on it for 4 hours straight. It takes me 4 hours. So in a day, I think in one night, the most songs I've recorded from beat making to recording to mix mastering was with Daisy Black, 5 songs.
Just
5 complete songs by
in a day.
5 in the night, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. We were on it. Like no breaks. The guy can't read it all right? So everything is a freestyle. So the moment he's done with this one, he's ready to do the next one. And
wow.
I do it. I mix and master that one and start a new one. He's on it for 5 songs straight.
That is that's talent right there.
5 a.m. I tell him, my nigga, I can't take it.
I'm tired. You the one that's be like, no.
I was like, no. My nigga, I understand you want to work, but I really can't anymore. Like, this last one, it took a lot out of the both of us emotionally. I remember it was I'll play the song for you. It took a lot out of us. The other 4 were like groovy and, jammy, so we didn't feel the strain.
Yeah, but then...
the last one was so sad. I often tell him your music's so depressing. But it's great music. It's not to say it's not great music. I tell people what I feel about stuff. I'm not saying they should care, but it's my opinion nonetheless. And they most of the time asked for it. So why not tell them the truth?
Wow.
So in the case where I'm not maybe particularly fond of what someone did or someone's work, because it happens a lot, I'd rather not, dismotivate. But I'll give someone a pointer and say, maybe if you'd done this differently,
you'd have.
It would be better. It would be, Yeah, we try not to be distracted in our criticism.
but that's what makes. Because like honestly, if you just gotta sugarcoat and walk around people with eggshells, what's the whole point? Like,
it messes with your check, to be real.
Yeah.
Like, my check has been messed with because I'm a little bit too honest about it.
Oh.
So I've realized that you'd rather keep quiet.
And just.
You'd rather keep quiet, for sure. Because the moment you tell your client that they suck, what they bring to the table sucks, obviously it doesn't shine a bright light or positive light on you, even though it's the truth. So you'd much rather say, my nigga, I do my best.
Yeah, that's
if my best is not enough, then no one.
I don't know what else is needed, but yeah. So now, like, it's an album. What else?
I recently started a project. It's called A New Word Order.
Ooh.
Not a new world order, a new word order.
Wow.
So it's gonna be.
That is actually broad. Like that can mean anything. That can mean anything.
I have basically these two house sounding jams from it already. You heard the one.
Yeah.
The second one I'm gonna play for you now. I'm actually gonna put I've actually already laid the Michael Jackson vocal on top of the beat, so I just need to time it right and chop it up. You'll hear it. It's dope. And I've had something like, I think I'm at my 4th album production wise.
Wow.
So my 3rd album is done. My 4th album is, I could say, 60% completion.
Oh.
That's the one I'm releasing next month.
Oh, okay.
On the 25th of August.
We are there, 25th of August
I want
on
all
which
the
platforms?
smoke on
Which
every platform.
on what?
Let's say Shazam, obviously, Deezer, Boomplay, Tidal, Apple Music, YouTube, you name it.
Oh, as I love Cookies Production.
I love Cookies Production. I want all the smoke.
So imagine that, like, I don't want to confuse the citizens, Lana. I Love Cookies Production is not only based on you being a producer and artist only, right? It's a whole business, right? Just quickly, let's wrap it, and then what does it do exactly? Like, what services?
I'm a record production company.
Oh, yeah.
I mainly produce records. That's what I do. My artist thing is like to give people samples. This is my work. This is my work. It's not necessarily to, be an artist at this point.
Oh, okay,
It's just
okay.
sample work. What you have on Spotify, what you hear on Spotify is just the
It's a
sample.
sample, it's a drop.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're the unreleased Lady P.
Why? Oh, you're all in good timing, I guess. Is that what you're waiting? Like,
I'm just gonna wait until it's heavier, it weighs heavier on my chest, then I'm gonna release everything and start over. Everything.
yeah.
I think northwards of 400 to 500 records complete by now. We're not counting the incomplete stuff. Completed records.
Wow. So where can you find them platforms? Like, yeah, what?
Okay, Instagram, Facebook, I Love Cookies Production. Instagram, I Love Cookies Production. Actually, everywhere, I Love Cookies Production.
Every platform.
Twitter, I Love Cookies Pro.
Oh, okay.
They set a limit
On the name, yeah.
So it's I Love Cookies Pro on Twitter, but everywhere else, Spotify, Deezer, Boomplay, like I said, Apple, iTunes.
And then last but not least, are you picky with who you can like help with? Because some producers are like, nah, I'm not going to do you because your voice, you are there, you think you can sing but you can't. Are you picky? Or you just bring everyone and then let's work on that? If you believe you've got a talent, maybe it's like,
not if you believe you got a talent. If you got a talent.
Oh.
I give you 30 minutes in the studio just to see how you do, how you deliver, how you work, just to learn that it's not for the session, it's just to learn you.
Oh.
And most people mistake that for like.
Yes, I'm doing a song.
Just auditioning niggas, so to select people, that's the process I enjoy.
Yeah.
Doesn't so much feel like an audition, but it is. Like, if you didn't cut it, then probably never see me. Like, because it's unnecessary to see.
Yeah. Anyways, guys.
At the stage it's not shade. It's not shade.
Okay.
But there's levels to
Okay.
these things.
I understand. So, okay, guys, you know what? This is Into the City. Thank you so much for having a talk with us and actually being real. I feel like you're being so real and being open, and you're like literally stating the whole facts. Even off camera, you're like this. On camera, you're the same. Because some people, when they come on camera, they just decide to do a facade. Now they're like, yeah. Now they're gonna be like, what? Like, it's just unnecessary. But this is Into the City. I'm your hostess, Lady P, and I am with I Love Cookies Production, guys. Watch out for this. The sun must put him in the pockets. Put him in the pockets. Thank you, guys. Until we